So Nintendo Switch, according to the MPD reports, was the best-selling console in July
And also,
2018. I'm gonna go over the top 10 best-selling games, and oh, by the way, this is in the U.S. I don't think I mentioned that. This is only the U.S. Japan might have similar numbers, but because I know the Switch generally sells well in Japan. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. So yes, Nintendo Switch was the best-selling console last month in the U.S. at least. Not, I don't know about every country, probably not every country, but at least the U.S. and most likely Japan, as it always seems to sell well in Japan. Anyway, the MPD also reports 10 best-selling games. These aren't all on Switch, but 5 of them are. 4 of them actually are owned by Nintendo, and then Octopath Traveler was actually it's published by Nintendo of America. But I believe the other versions were published by Square Enix, because that's who developed the game, but I could be wrong about the publishing. But anyway, so the best-selling game was Octopath Traveler, published by Nintendo of America for the Nintendo Switch and developed by Square Enix. In second place, we have Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, so GTA 5 was developed and published by Rockstar Games. It does say Take-Two Interactive, but technically Take-Two is the parent company of Rockstar Games, but it was developed by Rockstar, or Rockstar North, whatever. This Rockstar in general. And third, we have Mario Kart 8. Should say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I mean, it's technically the same game. So you can get Mario Kart 8 on Wii U, and then the deluxe version on the Switch. Also a Nintendo game. Next, we have Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Now, this game originally was released on PS4, I believe, 2017. It was like a remake of Naughty Dog's trilogy. Yeah, so Sony owns the publishing rights to the PS1 titles. They don't own the entire series, they own partial publishing rights to Crash Bandicoot. But it's still a third-party game, even though it was developed by a first-party developer originally, Naughty Dog, which is owned by Sony Interactive Entertainment. That's what they're going by now. So, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, this version was developed by Activision Blizzard. Well, it was developed by Blizzard, and then Activision Blizzard published it. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is also on the list. You can get that on Switch as well as the Wii U. Far Cry 5 from Ubisoft, and I believe it was developed by Ubisoft Montreal, makes the list. The Super Mario Odyssey, another Nintendo game. And then we have 2 more Ubisoft games, The Crew 2 and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. And finally, Mario Tennis Aces on the Switch. And these are all physical sales, not digital, so yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. Ubisoft had a pretty decent month. They had 3 of their games, Activision, Blizzard, or just Activision in general, had a good month. I think Crash is selling better on Switch. I as of late, I mean, I don't know total units, but it seems to be selling really well on Switch, like better than some of the other versions. I don't know if that's always the case, but anyway. But Nintendo had the best month. Not only did the Switch outsell PS4 and Xbox One, but their games also made the top 5. Now, not every Nintendo game released this year is on this list. You don't see Kirby Star Allies, I believe was the name. But then again, you look at Sony games like PS4 games like was it Gran Turismo? I don't think it's just called Gran Turismo. I think there was a subtitle to it, but I can't remember the full name. And that was from Sony Interactive. But I'm hearing the game didn't sell very well, and which might be why they're putting microtransactions in the game after they said they were not going to do that. So it's kind of dishonest, Sony. You need to quit doing that. Crossplay is bad enough. But nonetheless, Nintendo had a good month. Technically, you could say 6 Nintendo games. And when I say Nintendo, they're not... Okay, I should say some of them are third-party games. So technically, there's 6 Switch games on here. Because Crash Bandicoot did make it on the Switch. It's not saying what version it was. However, it did come to the Switch, and it is one of the best-selling versions. So that's pretty cool. Nintendo has done a very good job, and hopefully they'll continue. I didn't really expect Nintendo to actually... Just because of, like, June with crossplay, I was like, okay, well, if Sony won't... Actually, I think Xbox won winner of June, and I think Switch came in 3rd place. But this month, Switch came in 1st place. So yeah, good job, Nintendo. Hopefully they can keep this up. I don't really see them... I don't think it's going to be like last year where we're going to have several months in a row where Switch is going to be best-selling console. We did have Octopath Travelers come out this month, last month. And then this month in the U.S. and okay, so in the West, I'll say we have Monster Hunter Double Cross coming out, which is known over here as Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. So that'd be cool. I was going to pre-order that, but I don't want to spend all this money at once. Pre-ordered Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Special Edition. Well, whatever you want to call it with the Pokeball. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And then some other games I can't remember. The only reason I pre-ordered a bunch of these games at one time is because Amazon Prime is coming to an end, at least for video games. It's not coming to an end per se, and I'm sure they'll still do like shipping and all that other stuff. Watch like free movies and whatnot, even though it's not free because you're paying. Anyway, I'm going off topic. So I pre-ordered a bunch of games. I don't want to keep pre-ordering too many, so I figured I'd just pick them up on the way down the road or something. Anyway, that's going to be it. I wanted to make this video. I know I'm trying to make myself appear on camera more often, but I decided not to do that today. I look like crap, so I decided just to show some of the AVGN video game on Steam, the PC version, AVGN Adventures. So hopefully you guys can enjoy that. Without further ado, I've been your host, and I will see you guys next time.